reckon, boy, this world can turn and whirl. Pull up a chair, talk it out with Bubba and Earl. A little laugh, little truth, let the stories unfurl. You're tuned to We Reckon with Bubba and Earl.
Earl, I got a question.
Go ahead, Bubba.
If aliens are real, why ain't they ever landed at a Waffle House?
That's a fair point. They always land in cornfields like they're ashamed.
Exactly, Earl. If you was doing respectable intergalactic travel, you'd stop somewhere with hash browns. All right now, folks, listen up. Today on We Reckon, me and Earl are talking about aliens. And I ain't talking about them city aliens that these news folks seem to be watching. I mean the real ones, the sky saucer ones. And to that end, we got us an expert today, and I'm going to be honest, I don't trust how educated he sounds.
All right now, welcome back to We Reckon. I'm Earl.
And I'm Bubba.
And today, Bubba, we're talking about aliens.
Which I believe are already here, Earl. And I believe they're avoiding me personally.
Well, Bubba, it could be your energy.
Earl, my energy is friendly. It's loud, but it's friendly.
We got ourselves a guest today, an expert in all things cosmic. Hey, Bubba, you might want to go light on the loud energy with this guy.
Yeah, Earl, this fella studies UFOs and all that sky business.
Thanks for having me, fellas. As Bubba alluded to earlier, I research aerial phenomena and aerospace systems.
So you look up at the sky all day long professionally.
Perfect. We will call you the UFO Whisperer.
I am the Dean of Astronomy at Caltech and was awarded a federal grant to further our search for extraterrestrial life. But if it's easier for you to call me Professor UFO, so be it.
All right then, Mr. UFO Whisperer. Start off by telling me, what's the difference between aliens and a UFO?
Well, Earl, a UFO is just an unidentified flying object. It doesn't automatically mean aliens.
Earl, that feels like when my cousin says it ain't illegal, it's just misunderstood.
Well, Bubba, your cousin has that loophole way of living, kinda on the edge.
Well, back to the topic of conversation. Did you know that most sightings are planes, drones, balloons, or atmospheric effects?
Well, I can tell you this, balloons don't go sideways like they late for work, Earl.
Bubba has a point. Balloons usually have better manners.
I'm not sure about the behavioral characteristics of balloons, but a lot of footage is misidentified because people don't have reference points at night.
Reference points? Earl, I got a reference point for you. The Lord made the moon, and it stays put.
It usually does.
Also, cameras can distort lights, especially on phones.
Earl, my phone camera can't even capture my forehead correctly. But I know a saucer when I see one.
Bubba, you ain't never seen one.
I seen enough, Earl.
If aliens existed and visited us, we'd likely have stronger evidence by now, so I am not sure what you're on about.
What kind of evidence you want? A receipt?
Earl, I'd accept a printed receipt, or at least a warranty.
Not sure about receipts, but if there were UFOs, we'd expect consistent sensor data. Radar, thermal, multiple angles. That's what we look for.
Earl, this man wants alien proof like he's buying a used boat.
Sounds like he wants a title, too.
I'm just saying, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Earl, I got extraordinary claims every time I go to the doctor. They still charge me.
Bubba's got a point, Professor. The system believes anything when money's involved.
It's not uncommon to have preformed opinions on aliens. Just remember, many alien stories come from myths or science fiction.
Fiction? Earl, I seen fiction. That's Hollywood.
That's also Thanksgiving at Bubba's house.
UFO Whisperer, you're telling me the folks who say aliens probed them made it up?
Well, fellas, some sightings are hoaxes. Some are misunderstandings. Some are pop culture.
Pop culture? Like soda?
Let's not get bogged down with pop culture, as that is a slippery slope with you two for sure. Science fiction has shaped what people expect aliens to look like. Big eyes, gray skin, saucers.
Earl, I don't need fiction to know big eyes means trouble. That's raccoon behavior.
Yup, that's possum behavior, too.
Let me try to keep this conversation on the rails. Realistically, if alien life exists, it could be microbial, tiny organisms.
Microbial? Earl, that sounds like something that's been in a crock pot too long.
Or Bubba's cooler after a fishing trip.
UFO Whisperer, you're saying aliens might be soup?
Not soup, Bubba, just microscopic life.
I ain't scared of microscopic aliens. I got Lysol.
Sorry, Professor. Bubba believes cleaning solves everything.
Again, to keep things on topic, did you know that the popular visiting aliens idea is largely fiction?
Earl, if it's fiction, why my cousin Rayford got lifted 2 inches off the ground?
He was lifted off the ground?
2 inches ain't lifted. That's just a breeze with confidence.
Earl, Rayford had boots on. Heavy ones.
It could have been a gust of wind, or he lost his balance. How is this an alien encounter? I'm so confused.
Lost his balance, you say? Earl, Rayford don't lose his balance. He loses teeth.
Well, that is a different category altogether, you know?
Why don't you tell me what happened so I can try and give you an explanation?
All right, UFO Whisperer, listen close. Rayford was at the gas station buying snacks he didn't need.
Yup, that checks out.
He walks out with jerky and a soda big enough to bathe the baby. Then he hears a sound.
What sound?
Like a microwave humming, but angry.
Perhaps that could be a generator.
No, sir. This was a sky microwave.
You mean like a celestial hot pocket situation?
Exactly, Earl.
What did Rayford see?
He saw a bright light hovering, then it shoots sideways like it missed an exit.
Well, Bubba, it was most likely a drone changing direction.
A drone don't move like that, Earl. That's an alien with places to be.
Are you trying to tell me that aliens got errands now?
You know, drones can accelerate quickly, especially racing drones.
Racing drone? Earl, ain't nobody racing a drone in our county. We can barely race a lawnmower.
That all depends on who's driving.
Did your cousin record this alleged encounter?
Nope. His phone was in the truck.
That's usually the problem with these stories.
Well, sometimes you ain't got time to get your digital doodads. Earl, when danger happens, you don't film it. You survive it.
That's true. Bubba never films nothing. He just tells it louder, later.
Okay, so the beam part of the story is?
Oh, there was a beam for sure.
You know, it could have been headlights or a spotlight.
Headlights don't come from the sky unless you got a deer stand with a Honda Civic in it.
That's a fair observation.
Is it possible that Rayford might have been scared and misinterpreted normal lights?
Earl, Rayford don't get scared. He gets determined.
Yup, and that's worse.
Question for you two. What do you think aliens want?
Finally, a good question. Been waiting for one of them for a while now.
Bubba, will you just answer the man?
I think aliens want resources, like deer corn and cable.
Cable? Did you say cable?
Yup, if aliens got satellites, they still want the good channels.
That makes sense. Everybody wants the Weather Channel down here.
Don't ask me why I'm entertaining this part of the conversation, but I would be remiss not to point out that if aliens had the technology to reach Earth, they wouldn't need cable.
UFO Whisperer, you ever met people? Folks want what they want.
That's right. Logic don't stop cravings.
Realistically, we don't have confirmed physical evidence of visitors.
Earl, I got physical evidence. Rayford won't go outside at night no more.
Bubba, that's emotional evidence.
That's fear, not proof.
Fear is a form of proof, Earl.
Bubba's got a point, Professor. Fear built half the fences in America.
Okay, but the line between fiction and reality matters.
Earl, I have to agree. Fiction is when my wife says she's fine.
That's a dangerous subject that I ain't touching.
Wife situation aside, I'm saying most alien stories are shaped by movies, books, and misidentifications.
Well, I'm saying aliens need to start landing somewhere with better lighting.
Like a Waffle House.
Exactly, Earl. If they land at a Waffle House, we'll get the truth real fast.
Why would a Waffle House confirm anything?
Because Waffle House employees see everything. They don't get shaken.
This is true. They are unshakable people.
I will admit, that's an interesting point. Waffle House employees do seem to possess resilient qualities.
Thank you. That's what I call science.
UFO Whisperer, final question. If an alien lands in Bubba's yard, what should he do?
He should stay calm, keep his distance, and call authorities.
I ain't calling nobody, Earl. That's paperwork.
Bubba hates paperwork more than he hates aliens.
I'm gonna set out a lawn chair and watch responsibly.
Do not attempt to contact aliens.
I'm not contacting, I'm offering hospitality.
Wait, what hospitality?
Sweet tea and a snack cake. That's Southern diplomacy.
What are you talking about? That's not a reliable method.
Well, UFO fella, we appreciate you stopping by the lawn chairs and explaining the differences between fiction and reality.
Thanks for having me, guys. And please don't approach unknown aircraft.
Don't worry, and if it lands in my yard, I'm approaching it respectfully from behind a lawn chair.
Safe travels. Try not to get abducted in traffic.
All right, folks, that's been We Reckon a podcast.
With Bubba and Earl.
Remember, if you see something in the sky,
Mind your business.
we'll see y'all on the next episode of Bubba and Earl. Until then, we will be sitting here thinking about it wrong.
How do we reckon? Boy, this world can turn and whirl. Pull up a chair, talk it out with Bubba and Earl. A little laugh, little truth, let the stories unfurl. You're tuned to We Reckon with Bubba and Earl.